very large scale integrated circuit and ultra large scale integrated circuits. They give output in the form of graph or scale. Digital computers are only operates with zeros and ones. Microcomputer is also known as PC. It is very large computer in size and it can execute 16 million instructions per second. CPU consists of arithmetic and logic unit and control unit. Hello everyone, I am Shweta, Computer Science faculty, Vidyashram Pre-University College, Temple of Excellence, Mysore. In the last session, I have discussed about the evolution of computers and the generation of computers. Before the invention of computers, in old generation, they have introduced abacus, Napier's bones, the slide rule, adding machine, Pascaline, Leibniz calculator and Jacquard loom, difference and analytical engine. Why they have used these devices? For calculation purpose, for calculating and for adding the text and images, they have introduced these devices. Before the invention of computers, they have introduced these devices for calculation purpose. And also I have explained the generation of computers. The generation of computers can be classified as first generation, second generation, third generation, fourth generation and fifth generation. So in first generation, which is a magnetic material they have used? Vacuum tube. Vacuum tubes they have introduced in a first generation computer for magnetic material. And the first generation computer speed was very low and storage capacity was very less compared to next generation computers. And it was very big and bulky, and they have introduced punch cards for input and printout for output. And in second generation computers, transistors was replaced by vacuum tubes. They have introduced transistors. So transistor is a magnetic material which they have introduced in a second generation computers. Compared to first generation computer, second generation computer speed was very high and storage capacity also very high. And they have used the machine level language and it was consumed less electricity than first generation computers. And in third generation computers, they have introduced integrated circuit, that is ICs. IC stands for integrated circuits. Integrated circuits are the magnetic material which they have introduced in third generation computer. In third generation computers, they have introduced keyboard as input and monitor as output device. And in fourth generation computers, in place of ICs, they have introduced microprocessor. Microprocessor is a magnetic material which they have introduced in a fourth generation computer. And in fourth generation computer, they have introduced operating system and basic programming languages. And fourth generation computers are called as VLSI and ULSI technology. Very large scale integrated circuit and ultra large scale integrated circuits. And last generation is fifth generation. They have introduced artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence is think like human beings. The storage capacity was very high compared to the previous generation of computers. So totally we have studied 5 types of generations. And today I am going to discuss about the classification of computers. Classification of computers can be classified based on the performance and organization. They have introduced digital computer, analog computer and hybrid computer. And based on the size and capability, they have introduced supercomputer, mainframe computer, mini computer and microcomputer. And in computers, we have 2 categories, that is general purpose computer and specific purpose computers. What is general purpose computers? These general purpose computers are used for some general work and for basic work like drawing picture and preparing invitation, preparing the documents, etc. And specific purpose computers was designed for specific tasks for weather forecasting, medical diagnosis and research area. This is called as general purpose and specific purpose. Let us understand the classification of computers based on the organization. Computers can be classified into various types based on the principle of working and computer for individual users and computer for organization. Let us understand one by one. Classification based on the principle of operation, computers can be classified into analog computers, digital computer and hybrid computer. So first type is analog computer. So what is analog computer? Analog computers gives output in the form of graphs or scale. You can see the image here. Analog computer gives output in the form of graphs or scale. It is very difficult to operate. What are the characteristics of analog computer? They give output in the form of graph or scale and it has less memory space and it is difficult to operate. Example, thermometer and speedometer is an example for analog computer. Very important question for 2 marks. What is analog computer? Give an example. So examples for analog computer is speedometer and thermometer. It gives output in the form of graph or scale. So next one is digital computers. Digital computers are only operates with zeros and ones. It gives output in the form of numbers called zeros and ones. And what are the characteristics of digital computer? A computer that processes information in digital format. Digital format means using zeros and ones. And it designed to perform certain mathematical calculations. For mathematical purpose, we are using this digital computers. And all quantities are expressed with digital numbers. Example is digital watch. And next we have hybrid computer. Hybrid computers are the combinations of analog computer and digital computers. So output can be given in both graphical and numeric form. These hybrid computers are used in hospitals to measure the patient's temperature and blood pressure and heart conditions. So this is called hybrid computer. Hybrid computers are both the combination of analog computer and digital computers. Based on the principle of organization, computer can be classified into analog, digital and hybrid computers. Next we have difference between analog and digital computer. Analog computers operates on continuous values of data and it has large memory and more reliable. And digital computers operates on discrete values of data. Discrete means it is not a continuous flow of data. And analog computers give approximate results but digital computers give accurate results. And the processing is very slow in analog computer but the processing is fast in digital computers. And they have small memory and less reliable, but digital computers have large memory and more reliable. So these are the differences between analog computer and digital computers. Next we have classification of computer based on configuration. Based on the configuration, computers can be classified as microcomputer, mini computer, mainframe computer and supercomputer. So first computer is microcomputers. Microcomputer is also known as PC, personal computer. PC stands for personal computer. They have introduced microcomputer in 1970 and it contains input devices, output storage device and processors. Microcomputer contains input and output devices and storage device and processor and it is used one person at a time. The number of processors in microcomputers will be 1 or 2 processors and it contains 1 or 2 processors. And what are the uses of microcomputers? They are used as desktop either in office or even in homes, used to playing. So this is called microcomputers. What are the uses of microcomputers? They are used as desktops either in office or even in homes. And children enjoying playing games and watching movies in these computers. So we can use for playing games, watching movies and TV shows. And they are cheap and user friendly. So microcomputers are cheap and it is very user friendly. So these are the uses of microcomputers. And next we have mini computers. What is mini computer? Mini computers were introduced in 1960s, and mini computers is larger than personal computers and it executes 5 million instructions per second. It is more faster than microcomputers. So mini computers simultaneously can serve up 4,000 connected users. So it is very fast and reliable computer. What are the uses of mini computers? Mini computers are used by small and medium sized companies. So in small companies we can use this mini computers, and they are used for data processing. Data processing means processing of data. To get an useful information, computer has to process our input data. So this is called mini computer. So next type is mainframe computer. Was introduced in 1975. It is very large computer in size. It is more powerful than mini. It consists of multiple processors. It is designed for multiple tasks and multiple users at a time. Multiple users can use this mainframe computer. It was introduced in 1975. It is very powerful than other computers. So it is very large computer in size, and it can execute 16 million instructions per second. So this is very powerful computer. They have more storage capacity and used for more mathematical calculations. Mainframe computers are most powerful and it is connected by many peripheral devices. So they have large storage capacity. They can use wide variety of softwares. So we can use multiple softwares in mainframe computers. At a time, so many users can use this mainframe computers. Next we have supercomputers. So what is supercomputer? Supercomputers was introduced in 1980. It is the fastest computing device. So supercomputing is the fastest computing device. Supercomputer is the biggest in size and the most expensive in price. It is the biggest in size and most expensive in price. So it has very large storage capacity used for highly calculation. And what are the uses of supercomputer? Supercomputers are used for weather forecasting, animated graphics like Hollywood movies. They are using this supercomputer for creating the animations, and supercomputers also used in research area. These are the types of computers. So next we have applications of computers. Today we cannot even imagine our ordinary life without computers. So we are using these computers in many fields. They are schools and colleges, banks, office, business, research and developments, entertainment and news, government office, communication and hospitals. So these are the applications of computer system. In many fields we are using these computers. And computers are used at homes for several purposes like online bill payment, watching movies or shows, etc. And computers are also used in education. Computers are used in education sector through online classes and online examinations and referring e-books, online tutoring, etc. Computers are also used in medical field, used in hospitals to maintain a database of patients' history, diagnosis, x-rays and live monitoring of patients, etc. And computers are used to perform several tasks in industries like managing, designing purpose, creating virtual example products and video conference and online marketing. So in industry we are using these computers, and also we are used in banking, and it is used to store details of customers and conduct transactions. So in banking we are using these computers. It reduces all the paperwork, and also used in business. Nowadays, computers are totally integrated into business. The main objectives of business is transaction processing, which involves transactions with suppliers, employees or customers. So in business field, definitely we need to use the computers. And also we are used for communication purpose. Computers play a big role in communication like email, instant messages, video conference, etc. So these are the very important applications of computers. We are used in office, schools, colleges, communication purpose, business, industries, medical, banking, etc. With this, we have end of this chapter overview of computer system. Questions for you. Expand UNIVAC. So what is UNIVAC? Universal Automatic Computer. One mark question. Universal Automatic Computer. Which is the fastest type of computer? Fastest type of computer is supercomputer. And desktop computer is also known as PC. PC is called as desktop computer. Who invented Pascaline? Blaise Pascal invented Pascaline. One more question. Which are the components of CPU? CPU consists of arithmetic and logic unit and control unit. And next question is, the basic goal of computer process is computer process the data to give an useful information. So finally, we have end of this session. In my next session, I will come with the next chapter called Input Output Device. Thank you.